Howdy ho, people. Well, I'm up here a lot earlier than I normally am. I figured usually I get up here and I talk in the camera, try to get a good conversation. Bus shows up, I gotta turn it off because my youngest one wants to ramble and carry on and everything else, and it basically just screws up my video. Not really saying nothing bad about him, but he'll ask me the same question he'll ask me 3 other days ago, and I don't know. It's just usually not doing it with him around. Been waiting on some seeds to come in. They've been shipped. Well, they should have been here, but evidently whoever shipped them from eBay must have put them flat rate shipping, because it's supposed that every one of them I ordered about a week ago should have been here yesterday, and there's no tracking number or anything. So, but you know, I ordered everything from the same person. I've ordered from them before, and usually, let me turn this down some. Usually they get here 4 or 5 days after, you know, I put the thing in, but not this time. I don't know what's up with it, but I do know that after he does get here, we're going to Rural King, and we're gonna do some looking. There's a couple things I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to get some more freezer bags for the food saver, because the bags I normally do have, I'm already out of, so I'm gonna have to get more of them, and probably a few other lantern type things, because I use oil lamps in the house when it gets real cold, because my heater's broken. Now we have a small electric furnace. Well, I say furnace, a small electric heater. You know, he heats up the room pretty good, but it sucks the power like you wouldn't believe. Even though it's supposed to be an energy saver, it ain't no energy saver. It sucks power. So I got those old-fashioned oil lamps, oil lamps, whatever you want to call them, and I use those in the house. And then, you know, it's like burning a candle, except for, you know, it lasts a whole lot longer. Not as nice smelling, but you know, neither is a kerosene heater. But I figure I run about three or four in the house I run, and if I light them early mid-morning and let them, you know, just burn all day long, usually in the house by about sundown, which usually sundown was about 5 o'clock, which now it's turned between 6 and 7. Usually, you know, it'd be about 10, maybe 10 degrees warmer in the house. So, and people are like, well, where'd you get your furnace fixed? Well, a bunch of places in town I've checked on, and furnace runs about, well, the ones around town, they're asking about $2,000 or $3,000 for a furnace. I found one online, brand new in the box, going to shipped in a crate. It's going to be $800 something, and I'm probably going to get that one, even though it's a smaller size than what we normally have. It really doesn't matter to us, because the only thing we use the furnace for, truthfully, in the wintertime, it's just to keep the pipes from freezing. That's all we do. Plus, most all my pipes have heat tape on it. So it's not like you know, I'm really stressing over it. So, but yeah, I just, you know, it's cold in the house, but like I tell people before, you know, you get too cold, I mean, you're not supposed to walk around the house in shorts and a t-shirt and expect to be nice and warm. So usually it's about 60 degrees in our house. Sometimes it gets down to about 50, but that's just, that is if we don't have anything turned on, and you know, even then it's not too bad. I mean, it's cold, but it's not that bad. But hell, his bus is already here. It looks like. I think it's his bus. Nope, somebody else's bus. Bus 111. I have no idea who that is. Oh, that's West Point bus. Different. It's a high school bus. I was wondering. He's late. High school gets out here at 2:30. He's 11 minutes late. But yeah, I do things the old-fashioned way a lot of times. You know, my everyday dress is usually bibs and a t-shirt, except when I'm picking blackberries. Sometimes I'll pick in a long sleeve shirt just to keep the bugs and thorns off of me. But this year I ain't gonna worry about it because most of the blackberries are gone. No, there's a few places around I know where to get some, but I gotta do a lot of walking in thick brush, and I'll probably be wearing a long sleeve shirt then. But it's okay. I mean, I don't use blackberries for much anything anymore anyway, other than when I make cobblers. A lot of times I'll pick them and give them away. I used to make jam with it all the time, or jelly. And I used to make a bunch of it, keep a couple of jars for myself, and give the rest of the stuff to friends of mine or people I knew that liked it. But anymore, I have, I think, probably about, I don't know, maybe I got maybe about 4 gallons in the deep freezer right now left from last year, and I don't use them for anything anymore. Because most of the people I used to make jam for and stuff, or jelly, they've either died off, or the people I did make it for, the people who were young enough or still living. We don't talk like we used to, because for whatever reason. But yeah, I actually didn't want anymore. I pick stuff and give stuff away. But I am looking at getting a couple of elderberry trees and an elderberry bush, and I got to do some work on my fence on this corner side, because I got a mulberry tree that has some branches growing through the fence. I would cut the branches off and just let the tree grow up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around where the branches have gone through the part of the fencing, just cut part of the fencing out, so when the tree grows up, the branches will be over, you know, without having any issues with the fence. Because I don't want to cut the tree up anymore. I already have, so I just want to, you know, get it to go where, you know, it'll do its best at. And I think today we're going to work on cleaning a patch out where some stuff is, so we can start working on tearing out part of the old fence and fence post areas, and getting ready for some cattle fencing panels to go in, so we can get a jump on this blackberries that I'm going to be planting. And what I might do is, because I was wanting to do a whole run of blackberries, you know, on the other side of the shed do a run of blueberries. But what I might do is a 50-50. Say do 3 sections of blackberries, and then have a wide gap, and then do another 3 sections of blueberries, and so that way I can pick everything in one spot. But I don't know. I think I might be kind of asking for trouble putting stuff like that together so close together. So I might just keep everything kind of separated, like how I was wanting to do it. I do know with elderberries, whenever they do grow to where they should be at, I'm gonna. Well, there's friends of mine I know that wants elderberries, and they like making like a syrup and a jam with it, stuff like that. I thought about getting a small moonshine still and making my mash with it, and not put any sugar, because the berries already have sugar in it, and just getting the temperature right, and then putting the yeast in it, and just running it straight through like that and making some elderberry shine. And I know how to do it, but it's also illegal as hell, and I'd have to find me a good place to do it. I would do it in my house, but too many people would smell it and they'd be calling the cops about a strange smell, and that's all I need is have the sheriff's department brought up on my doorstep and me brewing up a batch of elderberry shine. So there's a few hollers down through here and places. There's a few guys I know that lives out next the county below me that I can probably set up on their area, but I'd have to let them use my steel to make up for the difference of, you know, me using their property, which I wouldn't have a problem with. But yeah, I found me a good steel too. It's like 300 something bucks for the kettle and a thumper, and I'd have to supply everything else after that, but still, I mean, hell, that ain't bad at all for a small steel and a thumper. Yeah, that'd be good. Of course it's a small steel. It's like 3.5 gallons, something like that, steel per mash, which, you know, in turn you'll turn maybe a gallon if you're lucky. But I don't want large quantity. I mean, I just want enough to make to where I can give it to a couple of people I know, and maybe keep a small jar of it on hand, because in the winter time, a lot of times when I go outside and it's really cold, I take me a small sip, and I just go out and do my routine. And of course, my grandmother used to use stuff like that for as she would call old-fashioned remedy medicine, and that's what I kind of grew up on, so that's what I'm used to. Now, cough medicine back in the 50s consisted of like moonshine or vodka, ginger, lemon, and honey. You mix all that together, and that was your cough medicine back then. And that's the reason why I know that's because there was a prescription note from a doctor that had all that stuff written down. Of course, it told how many quantity, measurement, and everything else. So I mean, and that was from a medical script doctor back in the 50s. So, you know, they didn't have NyQuil like they do now, and, you know, stuff like that. So I figured, hell, it was good enough back then, it's good enough for now. And that's why I have that mustache. Gets in your lip hairs. Now there's a fellow I know that I met through my wife that he's come in the place where she used to work at a long time ago, and he gave me his number, and here soon me and a buddy of mine's going to his place, and we're gonna do a lot of frog gigging. And he got turtles in that pond too. So he told me, he goes, as long as they're not alligator snappers, because alligator snappers are protected up here or in my state. But he said every bullfrog that you take out of there, he said he goes, you can take everything you want. Size don't matter to me. So I told a buddy of mine, and we're gonna wait probably sometime in about May or June, and go over there and get some frogs, because there's some big ones. I've seen a couple of them, pictures he's taking pictures of, and we can get frog legs and backstrap off the frog. And backstrap's basically the piece of meat runs across their back by the legs. You can piece of meat usually about that wide, about like that, and put some egg and buttermilk and cornbread mix on it, or cornmeal, and throw it in a skillet. Man, it's good. It's almost as good as frog legs. I'm getting hungry now. But he said, as long as the turtles ain't alligator snappers, he said we can take all the ones we want of them too. And he said there's a pond full of them, so I might do what we used to do a long time ago, get some big old rubber fish wading boots on, and get a big old cane about that big around, about size of a pole stick towards the midsection of it, and get a little barb hook on it, stick it in the ground, and kind of push down, pull up. Because a lot of times when you pull up, hits them right there underneath your jaw. And you just pull them. Once you get some heavy, you just pull straight up, and usually got a big old turtle sitting there. and or we could use turtle traps. They cost more, but either way, you know, you're gonna kill the turtle anyway, so I don't see any difference. So I know some people are like, oh, it's horrible, it's cruelty. Well, you know, if you catch it mainly and then cut its head off, what's the difference when you're hooking it by its chin and then cutting its head off later? I mean, dead's dead. But it is what it is. There's a lot of commercial traffic on here today. There goes the Hardin County EMS Med 4. That's a new one. I've never seen that one before. It looks like a night runner. And if you don't know what a night runner is, it's a vehicle all dark, so that way you run and shine at nighttime so you don't get caught by the cops. But, oh, I haven't yawned yet. I can't believe it. I'm going to drink myself now. Watch. Yeah, see, I told you. As soon as I talked about it. Because I always yawn on whenever I talk on this thing, I always yawn. I don't know why. I shouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have yawned. But yeah, we went grocery shopping today. We got a bunch of stuff. Bought a bunch of stuff on clearance. They had to mark down. I mean, we don't really need it right now. Like, it's like maybe like sauces, stuff like that. And I figured this summer, whenever I do a lot more cookouts on the grill, we can use that stuff then. I love mustard because mustard's mainly vinegar, and hell, mustard, you can have a jar of mustard sit on the shelf a year or two past the expiration date on the jar and it's still good as hell. A lot of people I know, they'll have, I mean, some canned goods, you know, past expiration date, I'll still eat. There's certain ones that I won't touch because, you know, I've gotten sick of a few things like that before. So I'm kind of leery on certain canned goods. Fruits I definitely won't touch. Usually I just open, when I get canned goods that are expired, I got a great big old aluminum tub. I'll fill it up full of vegetables and fruit and stuff like that. And I'll take it out there and stick it in the chicken pen. They go hog wild. That's like dinner, dessert, and the 4-course meal for them. But yeah, I don't know. So many things I got to do here soon, and I guess I'm going to have to get a hold of a couple guys I know and pay them some money to help me get some stuff done because they won't do it voluntarily. You know, I could call and ask, hey man, I need some help, and they're like, yeah, sure, and they'll never show up. But if I say, hey, I'll pay you some money, yeah, they'll show up. Well, my battery light's flashing. I done charged this thing up the other day and it's already dead almost. Can't believe it. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get off here so that way because my battery's getting ready to die on me. Y'all have a great day this Wednesday. And I should make another video Thursday or Friday. And about something. I don't know what about yet. I just wish my dang on seeds would get here so I can get them separated and put to the side and everything else because I got some hot ones coming in. Some hot peppers. Because I'm going to make my own pepper sauce this year. I'm going to make two kinds. I'm going to make a normal, and I'm going to make a super hot one. And the super hot one, I already got a name for it. I got a label for it. I went to a place I got my labels for my chicken eggs. I got a label made through them with the name on it. So once I get that stuff made and bottled, put that little sticker label on my glass bottles I'm ordering. And I might send a few out. Just if y'all want some, I might send a few out, but yeah, it's definitely gonna burn your guts, and if it's gonna burn your guts going in, think about what's gonna do coming out. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep, I'm gonna go and jump off here. Booker will be here shortly. My battery's about dead. Y'all have a great day.